Hello. Welcome to another edition of Quoth the Raven, Lewis Brott Raven. I'm your host, Lewis Brott Raven, 33-year veteran comic science fiction fantasy horror role-playing game creator, publisher, and reviewer. And with me on this Tuesday evening is the great pumpkin, Chris Hall.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
It's crowdfunding night, folks. But before we get into the campaigns, a lot of people always ask me, do I really back these books that I'm promoting on the show, and do I actually get them? Sometimes we review them, sometimes we don't. I try to review everything I get, but sometimes I don't. But we got some recent arrivals. This is Mercury Mouse from Larry Raines. Let's see which issue this is. I think it's 7 or 8.
Nice packaging.
Yeah, it is. It's just a normal, what do you call them? Certain type of board there. Oh, wow. It's not 7 or 8. It's actually issue 9. That tells you how long it's been. Remembers how long it got it. We got a cool sticker.
Very cool. So this looks like his version of like Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. Yes, it's the dark atomic mouse. So, yeah, it's a cool little comic for all age readers. You know, I've been regularly promoting it and marketing it for, I don't know, a couple of years now, but we always like to get those in. I'll try and get that read for Thursday. And then we got this really cool big monster edition of Megaton Man Multidimensions.
Ooh,
you guys remember?
That's cool.
You guys remember when we had Eli Schwab and Dean Haspiel and the others here because Don Simpson, who actually created Megaton Man, couldn't be with us that night because his power went out of his house, unfortunately.
Right, yeah.
But they helped promote this thing. Here's the back cover.
Very, very cool.
Now, I'm not going to get a chance to read this week and get that reviewed, but we will get this review at some point. But we'll take a quick look inside.
Oh, look at that gorgeous art.
Mm-hmm.
Every page just packed.
Mm-hmm. And some of it's even in color.
Very nice.
So lots of cool stuff collected in here. Some of it's black and white, some of it's color.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. So
little throwback or little homage posters.
Mm-hmm. There's lots of cool stuff in there that we'll be reviewing eventually. So those are the things I got in recently that I hadn't talked about. And we'll keep looking for more stuff as we can. But we got lots and lots of stuff to share with you this week. We got 10 different things. And we're going to start with, since you mentioned Dean Haspiel, let's start with Antimatter. And let me get this to the top of the screen. There we go. This is a one-man anthology of Dean Haspiel deep cuts. It has 5 days to go. It's past its $9,000 goal for 10,125 with 200 backers. That means the book is already cleared and will definitely be getting made. We hope. I like the cover.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And, you know, he started doing a self-publishing thing of his personal characters, including COVID Cop, Billy Dogma, and Jane Legit, the Red Hook and Chestface. And this is basically all of them, all those stories in there. And it's inspired by Dan Clowes' 8-Ball and Jessica Abel's Art Babe and stuff like that. If Jack Kirby owned all the characters he created and co-created for Marvel DC Comics, what would happen? What if he took all those characters and launched a series called Kirby Crackle with all new characters? That's basically what his is. Basically, it's just with his characters. Is how he's describing it.
Kirby would have been stinking rich. Good old Jack.
Well, I often question that because Kirby, while he certainly lent his craft to these characters as stated, it wasn't all him. I mean, you got to give Joe Simon credit for a lot of it. Whether you like Stan Lee or not, you have to give him credit for some of it.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying it was stating that if he owned the characters that he created, he would be.
Because I mean, he created other stuff after he left, Marvel and DC.
Yeah, but did he own those?
Yes.
Ah.
And they didn't do anything. That's my point.
Yeah, that brings the question: would he properly know how to market them?
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, do you remember Destroyer Duck?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do actually.
Yeah, I mean, that was his. So I was like, that's. Oh, we got cheeky stuff in there.
You cheeky little bastard.
AI Joe.
That's funny.
I'm trying to think of how to do a lyrical parody here. That's what I'm seeing here, because I mean that's from OMAC.
A real logarithmic hero. AI Joe is there.
Isn't it weird though? He's ripping off Kirby completely there.
Right? He'll steal your artwork wherever there's AI Joe is there.
Yeah, I don't know. COVID Cop is Insurrection. Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff though. Mm-hmm. So we can get a signed Red Hook's head sketch, a signed No Kings. Well, we know where he stands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is fine. I
yeah.
That.
Absolutely.
You can get an 8.5 print by. You can get a virtual comics consultation for 50 minutes. You can get a Head and Shoulders illustration of your favorite character in black and white, or a full figure drawing of your favorite color, or a guest appearance on his podcast. All kinds of cool stuff that he offers there. I guess that's the No Kings.
That's a pretty cool design. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. So let's see. What are the awards here? Oh wow. COVID Cop is where the pandemic never found a cure and has wiped out 98% of mankind. Can he find can COVID Cop become the antidote that might save what's left of humanity and rekindle his romance with his ex-wife, Fate Majeure? Okay. Wow. There's a lot of cool, funny stuff here,
Chest face. Love it.
Paul Noir satire about a stand-up comedian workshopping his first comedy special while being hunted by the evil corporation that put his face on his chest. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there anyway. Yeah, I'm cool with this.
Yeah.
I just wish I understood which one was which here. Okay. The Electron for $15 is a digital copy. Positron is a digital and signed print copy. The God Particle gets you that plus the print of No Kings. He should make that a t-shirt.
He should. That would be a fantastic t-shirt.
Yeah, I think that would be a good way of doing that. Beta Ray, the Red Hook, Cardboard, Gamma Ray. Okay, Alpha Ray. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that you can get. Yeah, okay, I see. All right. Oh, he's got his prices for those specific ones. Like if you want the consultation, you pledge that amount, $199.
Right.
Or if you want the Head and Shoulders and stuff like that. Okay. All right, that's fair. I that's the only thing I would recommend, and it's a little late now because I don't. How much time does he have left? 5 days. I mean, he's past the goal. It would be really cool if he added that, but I don't. I might save it for the next time, the next campaign, to do the king shirt. You know, but
Yep.
other than that, yeah, I'm looking at. I'm going to get this one, I think. What about you?
I would absolutely buy this.
Okay.
I would absolutely pledge to this. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I have to figure out which one I want. Probably Positron, because I really don't need a print of No Kings. I got so many prints as it is that I haven't.
Right. Now, if it was a T-shirt, that's a different story.
Yeah, T-shirt I'll wear. That's what I'm saying. I think a T-shirt's better than a print in that respect. But other than that, good job. And let me get that up there for you guys so you guys know what the link is. All the links to all of our Kickstarters and the one ZOOP we're going to watch tonight are in fact listed in the description of this video, but there's the Kickstarter for it as well.
All right. So yeah, if you like this, you got 5 days to go, man. Go support this.
Yes, definitely. We're going to have to support that. Okay. Let's move on to our next one. And that is Clash of the Classics. As soon as this thing shares the right screen. And that is crossover comic Rex Famous Books. It's Don Quixote fighting in the War of the Worlds. It's got 23 days to go. It's only got 36 backers. It has a $2,500 goal. We're just short of 600. I can tell you right now I'm backing this. Because this is...
Artwork looks really cool. That's awesome.
Oh, hi there. I'm Tom Pinchuk. You might know me from my comics Remember Andy Xenon and Hybrid Bastards. My next comic is Clash of the Classics, and I'm very excited about getting it directly into your hands as quickly as possible. But to do that, I need your help. It's kind of like Marvel's What If, except with famous adventure stories. So the setup is that we take characters from one classic book, drop them in the plot of another classic book, and then document all of the glorious chaos that unfolds. It's not a parody, but it's not entirely irreverent either. Goal here is a bit punk rock. Yeah. I wanted to make it accurate to the books, to the characters, to the setting and so on, to make the crossover clash even that much more ridiculous. While we've done the homework, you don't have to. So we provided recaps of both stories, so if you're unfamiliar with either, you could just jump in and enjoy yourself. It's an anthology series, and this is the first issue of that, meaning that it's a one-shot, beginning, middle, and end, self-contained, you can enjoy. But when we're done with it, we'd really like to get to some further clashes that I've actually scripted. You have the power in your hands to maybe even accelerate our agenda. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because the plan right now is to make the best possible print edition of Don Quixote Fights the War of the Worlds. Why Kickstarter? If I have done comics at publishers, if Nikos has done comics at other publishers, why would we go through this route of self-publishing? Well, we have very particular ideas of how we want the book to be, for one. Secondly, doing an anthology series like this makes it a bit of a square peg of a book that doesn't neatly fit into publishing schemes. And thirdly, well, we're just wanting to get it to you as quickly as possible and cut out the middlemen. As the campaign unfolds, we have some great goodies in store. We have some really cool behind the panels material, an artist edition that Nikos is personally supervising, and at least one variant cover by one of my very favorite artists. So, join us on this journey on Kickstarter and catch the clash.
Now tell me that isn't worth getting.
That's a cool book. The Martians are freaking windmills. Oh, that's hilarious. The only problem I see whatsoever is this video is too long, and nobody's gonna watch all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem I see.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's. I love it.
90% of people aren't gonna watch it.
Yeah, the art on this is by Aaron Boys. I don't know if you remember when I reviewed that book.
Yes.
So you know, we know that the art's going to be solid.
The artist looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I think we should, people should want this. I don't know. It's a shame if they don't do more. Let's go ahead and.
Yeah. If you have any sort of, sick, twisted, demented humor, this is probably a book for you.
Yeah. And, only 24% of its gold credit. It's got almost a month to go. It'll probably get there, but let's move it along, folks. Let's move it. Let's move it there.
Give a little nudge.
Yeah. How much does he want for the book? Original edition's $5. The deluxe edition with the artist edition and a script, $7. Standard edition is $8. Yeah, it's only 24 pages. It's a little bit high. Standard 24-page print edition. You can get Xenon, which is the other ones. Okay. A retail.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's high for Kickstarter.
No,
those are pretty standard prices for Kickstarter books. So.
Yeah, I know. But I think that's part of the resistance level too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather get a retailer pack for $25 and get 5 copies, give one to you, one to John, and say, hey, who wants a freaking free comic?
There you go.
In a way, like the Christmas special, extra copies of different books. Who wants a special, blind bag? Edition? What are you getting? But the thing is, I don't know when. The thing is, it wouldn't come out until January, so I couldn't do it for Christmas, unfortunately, for delivery. But other than that, wow, a page of original art is only $50. Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes. Whew. And nobody's backed any of that? Good Lord, people. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I mean, the only thing the only thing you couldn't get was the early bird editions. Big deal, Yeah, I mean, yes, this is why I've got this saved. I'm gonna have to read bookmark it. But yeah, I'm definitely getting this. I don't know about you, but
Oh,
yes.
I would I would absolutely back this 100%.
So let's close that one down. And let's see what the next goodie is. It's our friends, Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones. Dracula.
Yeah,
Count.
they need no help. But it's still a really freaking cool book and absolutely worth getting.
Right. As you can see, I've already backed it. It's the third and final book, I believe, of the set. It could, I don't know, maybe there's one more after this, but of course they set a small goal to be smart Alex, so 666, but they got 2,214 backers. They got a little over 2 days left to go. Of course, they're well over 200,000 because, my God, it's Wagner.
It's Wagner and Kelly, come on.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. But
and Jose isn't slacking on the colors either.
So. No, Jose is not slacking on colors at all. Look at those variant covers that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm this is ice. I mean, Matt could have drawn this book himself, and it probably would have been just as gorgeous, just doing it all himself. But I think it was just such a monumental task that he felt it was too much for him, and I think Kelly just lets Matt focus on the writing side of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is right up Kelly's alley, so of course,
yeah,
dark gothic. Yeah, this is just tailor made.
But I mean, these are just gorgeous books, and I can't wait to see. And of course, my selection was the Matt Wagner cover. That's why I mentioned Matt could have done this by himself. Not because I don't like Kelly Jones's cover. I do. I just happen to like Matt's better. I don't know. I mean, I always have liked Kelly's stuff, but I've always been kind of more of a Wagner guy.
I can see that.
And then I wish I'd seen this book 3 original art piece. I can't afford it, but I mean, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Something drawn and inked by Kelly and then painted by Matt. Oh wow! It's like
that's a bargain for that.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm. It's definitely a bargain. I just can't afford it.
Oh no, I understand that completely. Yes, I get that. Oh, but yeah, for anybody thinking like that's a bargain.
Yeah,
they could sell that for they could sell that piece for 3 times that.
Mm-hmm. The digital bundle, the Kelly Jones cover, 50. And I know a lot of people think, well, $50 is a lot. Keep in mind, these are thick books. They're not thin. You're getting an 80 to 100 page book, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then look at this art. I mean, it's just spectacular.
Gorgeous stuff.
And Villaruba's like just killing it with the color.
Mm-hmm. He absolutely is. And that's a sign of a good colorist when you know to let, when you know how and where to let the ink or the line shine.
I mean, okay, here's the black and white. This is what Kelly did.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back up. And all he does is do a little bit of red. But look how much more the black pops
Mm-hmm. Yep.
against Villarubia's colors.
Yeah.
So many colorists today dull out the line art. And you know what I'm saying, Chris.
Yeah, 100% agree. Yep.
And, even the blue here on where you can make out the faces of the skulls and stuff like that in the V behind him. That wasn't as clear. I mean, it's clear, but it's not clear because the black and the black.
Right. The dark blue. Yeah, the dark blue is kind of obscuring the skulls and stuff in the.
No, the dark blue actually makes it pop more, I think. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like, I didn't notice the skulls on that until you pointed them out.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Now, on that one, I was like, oh, yeah, there's skulls.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, it just could be my crappy eyes.
But anyway, I just love this stuff. And, I'm loving all this. Oh, you can also get a book 3 art portfolio for $150. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah. There's 45 left of those too. And you get offset printed reproductions of all 10 of the original art pieces listed above. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff. You can get the back issues of a print bundle with all the Kelly Jones covers. Just a lot of stuff worth your time. Definitely worth it. Make sure you get it. And let me give you the link to that, folks. There's your link. And he's waiting to get all that stuff in there. He's typing in the information right now to order his. Speaking of T-shirts, I was watching on the Presty Sunday. He was having a garage sale, and he had you remember Kit Carter, Galactic Ranger?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You liked that T-shirt, didn't you?
Yes.
You're getting one.
Oh, sweet!
Because he had it for $10.
Oh, nice.
So I bought it, and it's coming to me, and then I'll get it to you. But
Well, much appreciated.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of like an early Christmas present. I'll let you know at that time. But yeah, this is an awesome book. Make sure you get it. It's certainly worth your time. Let's go on to our next one, which is Evermind 1 through 6, the complete collection by Daniel Wu and Sean Chen. This is the finale of the action sci-fi epic with mecha gorillas, android fembots, and other things going on. It's got 8 days to go. Well past their goal. They're going to be fine. You're going to get your book. 304 backers. Let's see what this bad boy's about.
Every invention begins with hope. It's a promise of a better future. I once held that future in my hands, but it was taken from me. The line between man and machine has faded. What was once an innovation is now a weapon, and I will turn it against them. Because my curse is theirs too. My invention is no longer about legacy. It's about her, about us, and our future is in our hands.
Hey everyone, Daniel Wu here. When Sean Chen and I first started Evermind, it was more than just a story about science and machines. It was about family, legacy, and what it means to stay human in a world that's changing faster than ever. Making this comic has reminded me why I fell in love with storytelling in the first place. And now we're finishing that journey, but we can't do it without you. Your pledge today powers the print run that gets Evermind into comic shops next year and keeps stories like this alive for future readers. Thank you for your support, and let's finish this together.
And that one cover there with Alex Brian Bowen Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh.
200.
I have.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. Now I have to say, yeah, I'm not a straight sci-fi fan, but this looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it is. You can donate $5 just to donate $5. You can get the digital editions 4 through 6 for 18. The variant PJ Katakutan. There we go. Are pronounced. The digital catch-up 1 through 6 is $28. That's less than $5 a book. An Alan Davis cover variant cover for $30. Okay. Howard Chaykin American flag variant cover for number 5. Ricardo Federici variant for number 4. A Stephen Platt variant for number 5. Quite a different group of them.
They got some big names.
Yeah. The standard edition for 4 through 6 is $38. The full series catch-up is $60. That's not bad. I mean, you're getting 200 plus pages for $60. And you're getting the digital editions too. So it's not too bad.
No.
You can also get you get the hollow foil set for double that. 125 gets you all 6 covers plus the 6 variant covers. So you get all the variants, period, for 125.
Okay.
That's actually not
What
bad.
did Garib do on this?
So with that,
What did Garib do on this?
Garib,
Garib Seamus.
where do you see Garib Seamus?
Go down. No, over to there you go. On the left.
Oh, all he did was make a comment.
Ah, I see.
Quote. He was talking about Sean Chen
Okay.
and his run on.
I thought maybe he was like a writer or something in the book.
No.
Like I haven't heard Garib's name in forever. Well, not since Wizard went down. So
Yeah, and nor should you. But no, he just commented about how when Sean was like a major force for Marvel, doing Iron Man and Wolverine
right.
back in the day. But I mean, Sean is a very underrated talent. That was one of the reasons why I picked him up. Was that. And of course, Daniel Wu is not just a writer; he's an actor as well. So, he played in Into the Badlands for AMC and New Police Story and Gen X Cops and stuff. So he's actually quite, well-rounded himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to get the whole variants because I want to get that. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But I'm interested in all of it, pretty much. I mean, I don't want to get like this metal print stuff because that's just too much. But now, see, this is I'm not surprised. The $625 for 9x12. you get a single character of your own question or your own
choice. Yeah.
choice. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know a lot of people are probably thinking that's awfully expensive, but if Sean gives you what I think he's going to give you, yeah, it's worth the $625.
Absolutely.
And 11 by 17 at $750 is not bad either. That's a full body character plus a background, and you're getting full body character either way. 9 by 12 or 11 by 17. Yeah, I mean that's certainly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging this. And you're saying you like it because this is actually a concept you like. Even though you're not a sci-fi guy.
Yeah, it just looks really cool. So.
And there's your link to the Kickstarter page.
I think it's because this is like action sci-fi. It's not, like standing around contemplating, metaphysics and, existential meaning of life.
Okay. I like my boom booms. I like booms. I like blood and guts.
Doth this banana thinketh.
Yeah.
There's that look.
Yeah, you know I have a comeback to that, but you don't want me to say it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, lordy. Okay, our next one is Mad Dog Morgan by the Lab Press. This is what happens when you get an old retired indie wrestler who's ready to commit suicide, and he decides he's going to go kill himself in a haunted house. What happens?
If evil could be distilled down into bricks and stacked one atop another until they formed a house where wicked things are done by wicked men, then this would be such a house, luring in the depraved and abandoned, feasting on their tainted souls and transforming them into the monsters that haunt its halls. And it's calling out for another. Mitchell Mad Dog Morgan was a jabroni, a never was. His dreams of wrestling are in the dumpster out back. He's going to drink himself to death and end it all. Not knowing the house he plans to do it in has an even darker plan for him. It's going to break down his soul and claim it for its own. Mad Dog may have never been destined for glory in the ring, but all his failures were leading him to this. The main event of his life. To battle the house and free the souls inside. He will crawl, scream, bleed, but he's not backing down.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I gotta give it to you, man. You've picked some. Everyone's been killer so far, so I gotta give it to you this time.
And it's past its $3,000 goal. 8 days.
And I can see why. Yeah, I can absolutely see why. That's a phenomenal concept.
Yeah, it's got a slipcase that you get in.
If I remember correctly, they did something similar with.
This is a 155-page hardcover graphic novel. Tell me that this is not worth $50.
Oh, absolutely. They did something with a wrestler in a haunted house. There was a movie.
I don't know. But, I mean, the graphics, on this is just so cool. The main event is your leather bound edition. You get a T-shirt, you get an ash can, a sticker pack, and the signed foil print. And so you get, you get a whole lot of stuff here. Yeah. The early bird's gone, but no big deal there. So basically, you can either buy the book for the jabroni. You just want the graphic novel with a slipcase and the foil print. Or you can get the whole thing, which gets you the book, which is leather bound, only available through the campaign. The T-shirt, an ash can book, a sticker pack, and the soil. Signed foil print. I keep calling it soil print.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I just looked up. It was CM Punk in a movie called Girl on the Third Floor.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I'll have to see that.
Yeah, he actually. I've watched it. He actually does a really good job.
Okay, we'll have to watch that on Friday night sometime.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm digging this. And yes, I like wrestling, but let's be honest, a lot of the wrestling has gotten kind of crappy lately too. So you have to kind of. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't watch it like I used to.
I haven't watched it since I was in my teens, like in the 80s and 90s.
Okay. There's the Mad Dog Morgan link. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. I mean, wrestling is in comics has become very popular in more recent years.
Yeah, it has.
Do a power bomb and some of the other books that they've done. And it makes sense because there's certain parallels to the heels and the faces versus villains and heroes and stuff like that. But you gotta have good stories either way, and this seems like a really cool story.
Yeah. The last time I watched wrestling, it was what are you gonna do when Hulkamania comes for you, brother?
Okay. Don't believe you, but that's all right. I think you watched a little bit later than that, but that's okay. Because I mean, he was still doing Hulkamania well into the 90s.
Yeah, I watched it in the 80s and 90s.
But anyway, I mean, price wise, I mean, $50 for a 155-page book is not bad, and to get 150 get you the T-shirt and all the other stuff too. I mean, it's just a really cool thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fantastic artwork.
Yep, there's the ash can that you would get, and I'm just like, this is cool, And here's the T-shirt. Yeah, I mean, it's just it looks.
Now,
cool.
you're gonna have to explain something to me.
Go ahead.
I've been a comics reader since the early 80s, and well, actually late 70s, early 80s, and I've never understood the point of an ash can.
Okay, well, ash cans tended to come out in the late 80s, early 90s as a pre-marketing type deal to help build interest with retailers. They would sell the ash can to customers as a preview to the book, and they would build buzz. And then Image, stop it back there. That was the monster. Come here. What do you want? Okay. You're in my lap. What you want? Wants attention. Anyway, yeah, I don't need him pulling the back of the chair behind me. But anyway, when Image started doing things, they did a gross overprinting of their stuff and took to multiple conventions to build themselves up that way. and that's when it kind of got out of hand. But there's that version of it, and then there's also the underground scene. A lot of the books that were printed were of that same format, and you never got to really get into the underground comics when you were reading them in the 70s.
Some of them I did. So I was into Dead World.
Well, no, that's still independent. That's not underground.
Okay. Then I guess I didn't.
Yeah. Underground, I'll have to show you what underground looks like.
Are we talking like Robert Crumb?
That's still, he's underground, but he still printed stuff at normal comic book size.
Right.
I'm talking about stuff that was printed like much smaller formats and things. But anyway, yeah. Let's look at, what do you think of the coloring work on this?
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the palette. It's not over rendered. It's fantastic.
Okay. There's some more.
This is really nice artwork.
And the girl in the wheelchair, and she lives across the street from it, and she's a fan of Mad Dog, apparently. That's cool, And look at all the scars and the stitches in his body there. That's kind of interesting, And then, okay, we got he's gone through the flaming table, and here's the guy balanced on the top rope with the barbed wire. Oh man, this is so cool. And of course, here, there's nobody watching the thing, and there's this fat guy, this little cell phone. That's funny. Oh, that is so close to what it is like in real wrestling, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is another thing recently. Sean Mack, who owns Comics and Cuts comics store barbershop, and he does I can't remember the name of the company. Bomb something comics or something. Short Fuse Comics, I think is what it's called. He was complaining about people who use AI in their videos for marketing their books when they're anti-AI. Otherwise, I'm understanding something. Yeah, you kind of are. When you use your own artwork to animate something, AI, you're still using your own artwork.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, yes, you could get into, well, you're putting an animator out of work. Well, I'm sorry, but a comic book artist in a small comic book company isn't going to have the money to hire an animator at $2,000 a minute.
And he should know because he works in animation.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the little bit that we saw in this video, just taking his own artwork and animating it is not that big of a deal.
No, it's not. Not at all.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, this is just wild. Yeah, and you go back to his own history and okay. This is just a cool thing. And they're saying the book is already done. It'll be in backers' hands before any retail store, guaranteed. That's the way it should be if you're going to do these sort of things. So, yeah, I mean, just, cool stuff.
Really nice.
Yep. And the guy who wrote it, co-created the Exiled comic with Wesley Snipes. He also worked on the Kill Journal, The Eighth, Kids and Monsters, and Jawbone Death. And he was a showrunner and writer for the hit series Escape the Night. And he directed the gaming series Will Wheaton's Tabletop. So it's not like you got someone who knows what he's doing. And by the way, Adam also does have his own YouTube channel where he promotes various comic shops he visits across the country. So there's, this is a guy who genuinely does support the industry. And then, Maxi Dallo, he's been with Heavy Metal and Aftershock and Massive, and I know we've promoted his work in the past. I just don't remember specifically where. Brian Christel was Six Gun Gorilla, which is a good series. Dave Lentz, good letterer. And we've also talked about Patricio Del Peque's color work before. So
we have.
We're talking about a good creative team here overall. So. And this is the I guess what you want to call the business team of Mad Dog Morgan's lab press. So and they're not nobodies. When you have Mike Zagari, who's worked with Marvel, Disney, AMC, and DC Comics, I mean, and I know for a lot of people who might be watching this after we're done, you're like, who's Mike Zagari? Look him up. Okay, he's got a long list of credentials. I would be here for at least an hour talking about him. These are not nobodies. And when you have people, this is what's going on. There's a cultural shift away from corporate comics and building a lot of these small avant-garde presses where you get people who know what they're doing, trying to help creators do their dream projects, basically.
Yeah.
And, this is what David Campiti would. I mean, David still does this with Glasshouse, but if David was 30 years younger, he would be like that.
Yeah. And I do have something to interject to the conversation about David, because he just posted a big update.
What's that?
So if anybody has ordered a spinner rack, one of his spinner racks from his Kickstarter campaign, and got it, and it was not. It was defective, basically. David is giving everybody a new spinner rack. So he just posted that link on his Kickstarter.
Okay. Well,
so
let's have David on the show next week then and get that updated.
Sure.
From him. So we can get the details more specific and where they can contact him for information on that. Okay.
Yep.
So that was Mad Dog Morgan. And we got a little bit more for you guys. We've got Mobster MASH 1 and 2 from Will Robson. And I will, and Chris just sent me the link for the classic spinner racks. I will show that in a minute. But let's see what Mobster Mash is. Do you know who Will Robson is?
Does not ring a bell.
Okay. Will's done a lot of work for DC and Marvel over the last 10 years or so. But this, I thought Will was like, like an Argentinian guy or something like that, because we know how many people Dave has where their names are actually not
right.
And then they use a more Americanized names that they're more recognized in America. Right. You're gonna be surprised. I was like, who? He looks like what?
Hey everybody, Will Robson here. You might know me for my work on Batman, Spider-Man, TMNT, or my other book, Outbreaks. I'm a professional comic book artist and writer who's drawn all your favorite characters over the past 10 years. Today, I want to talk about my favorite characters, which you can find in the pages of Mobster Mash. Mobster Mash is a 12-issue comic series written and drawn by myself, where the classic movie monsters of old are all mobsters in a turf war over Tinseltown. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the creature from the Black Lagoon all come head-to-head in this epic crime drama.
Last year, you helped make me make issue 1 the most funded Kickstarter campaign I've ever done. So I need your help once again to get Mobster Mash issue 2 colored, printed, drawn, and shipped. Just like my previous campaigns, I'm offering a ton of awesome variant covers and rewards to get us over the finish line.
There's campaign exclusives like the deluxe foil variant with extra pages, homage covers to Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane, and the classic gangster movie Godfather 2. Cute covers and our limited edition noir cover, which only has 25 copies ever printed.
I'm also happy to announce that superstar artist Declan Shelby is joining us for a special variant cover for this issue.
Declan is best known for his legendary run on Moon Knight for Marvel Comics, where he co-created the popular character Mr. Knight. Along with his own projects like Old Dog and Bog Bodies, he's the current writer for both Thundercats and The Terminator. From Batman to Deadpool, he's drawn it all, and I'm super thrilled to have him as our main variant artist for this issue.
I'm also happy to say that my good buddy Des Taylor is coming back for an iconic variant cover too.
Des will be drawing a cover for each issue of Mobster Mash, so make sure to collect them all. Besides the covers, we have lots of fun add-ons like bookmarks, shiny trading cards, and certificates of authenticity. And anyone who picks up a physical copy of Mobster Mash on day 1 gets these items absolutely free with their order.
Thank you for taking the time to look at Mobster Mash today. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've shown me over the past couple of years for all of my Kickstarter projects, whether it's Outbreaks or Mobster Mash. You guys are amazing. I really hope you check this one out. If you can't back it, I totally understand. Just sharing it on social media goes a super duper long way to get the word out about this awesome project. But if you want to join me, then let's do the mash, baby. See ya.
So he did the mash. He did the mobster mash. It was a gangster smash. He did the mash.
Yes. There's our link to that. And, I'm sort of into this one, but I haven't completely bought in yet.
I think it's a cool idea.
Oh, it's a cool idea. Of course, we missed day 1, so we missed all the free stuff, unfortunately. But this is what kind of annoys me about Kickstarter. A lot of times, even though I'm checking it every week, I won't hear about something until the last 3-4 days that it's actually in the campaign.
Right.
And it's like, well, I missed out on this other stuff that I would have bought maybe, early on. And of course, I didn't even know this. This is issue 2. I never saw the campaign for issue number 1, which is, kind of crazy, But here's the interiors, and looks good.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Yeah, and people should, Robson's done a lot of really good work for DC over the years, and you're getting a good book. I mean, look at the way he does the quality on the cards designs. A lot of people wouldn't even take the time to do that.
No, they would have drawn some just half-assed look-alike.
Mm-hmm. Or they would have just computer generated something.
That too, yeah. Or
yeah,
AI.
Yeah, whatever. We'll cut and paste off an actual card. It's already there.
Right.
This, you can tell it's hand drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's kind of cool about that, And have you seen the Tinseltown Ripper? Telecop today. That ain't a bump. That should be a right.
Right.
But oh well. I don't care for that. I would have definitely done a more of a crash sound than a bump. But
right. Not the proper onomatopoeia.
Right. But yeah, I mean, cool stuff overall.
Oh, Andrew's coloring this, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And again, look at the work he's done on. He's done Spawn, Peter Porker, Turtles, Batman Urban Legends, The Flash, quite a few other. Of course, Andrew's colored Black Panther, Batman, Spawn, The Flash, Vampirella, Turtles. In fact, Andrew and Rob will have done a lot of work together. So
yeah,
they're comfortable. Des Taylor, good artist. Cover artist mostly, but DC Bombshells, Star Trek. We haven't really. I've heard of Scarlet Couture, but I haven't seen these other ones. So who knows? Yeah, right.
Right.
And of course, we know who Declan Shelby is. He already talked about that in the video. Another Irish creator who's done Deadpool and Venom and Thunderbolts, and created Mr. Knight for the Moon Knight series. And he's currently writing Thundercats and Terminator. Well, we already know that we're not a big fan of his writing on Thundercats, but it is what it is.
We're more not fans of taking kids' properties and turning them into adult properties.
Right. That would be more accurate. He's not a bad writer in terms of his technical ability.
Right.
But of course, you can get a blank cover too.
But when they came in with a suitcase full of cash for doing Thundercats, how are you going to say no?
Right. A whole bunch of different covers, and I'm looking for I don't really care about all the variant covers. I want to know what it costs to get the back, the back issue. I want the back issue. Show me what the back issue costs. I don't care about a signed blind bag. I don't care about that. How do I get? Okay, Speech Comics Trade Bubble, which is like $54, $40 European or England or whatever. What is it? Quid? 40 quid? I don't know.
Yeah, quid.
Yeah. Anyway, you can get 1 and 2 in Outbreaks Volume 1. Okay.
Oh, you talking about the number there? That's euros, isn't it?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's $54 anyway. Yeah, the main thing is I want to get my 1 and 2, and that's the first one I saw. Okay, you can get yeah, it's about the same. You can get the floppy bundle, or you can get the Outbreaks in trade and get the Monster Mash 1 and 2. Monster Bash, I should. Yeah, Mobster Mash. There we go. But the thing is, this is a 12-issue series that you're committing to. You only get in the first 2 issues. How long are people going to back this? Are they going to back it for the whole series so we get the whole story or not?
That's a good question. Yeah, 12 issues is pretty ambitious for a Kickstarter.
I think so, but I mean, it's not that I don't think he can pull it off. As far as him doing the books, it's more funding. Do I think? Yeah, whether or not people are actually going to continue to fund him through 12 issues.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the only thing I would really question on.
Yep. Money's going to get really tight soon, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, if he only does 1 a year, like it seems like he did, because that first one was last year's. This is 1 a year, maybe you can still do it, but it becomes a question of how often do you remember the last issue?
Yeah.
And do you really want to commit to 12 issues? I mean, it's what I would do if I were running this campaign is you could back the single issues, get the back issue, 1 and 2, or you could commit to a 12-issue subscription service and buy all 12 issues up front. And if you buy all 12 issues up front, it costs this much money. And I really would prefer everybody buy that as much, because that way I don't have to go back to crowdfunding time and time and time again. I'll have the money hopefully all the way through the whole series. That's what I would do if I were in that position. If I was going to commit to 12 issues like that. And the other thing is I would try to cut it as getting a new book out every 4 to 6 weeks, or not week, or months rather at the most. I'd rather do it bi-monthly, so it'd be all be out in 2 years.
Right.
But I know that those guys are working on other projects too for freelance, because they have to, because even though these books make a little bit of money, as you can see, it's 11,000 isn't that much.
No, you're talking about comic book production.
No.
Printing, shipping, yeah.
Right, yeah. So, he has to go do other things as well. So, that's what I'm getting at. Whereas, if this was getting like what Matt and Kelly got at 200,000, he would be set for 6 issues.
Yes, he would.
But you'd still be paying out your money and stuff, but you would have your income and Andrew's income, and everybody would getting paid. That's what I'm saying. But
right.
But it is what it is. So let's go on to the next one. We've got the Rick Leonardi double feature. 2 projects by Rick Leonardi: Blue Angel, which is an original 140-page graphic novel, and an 80-page Rick Leonardi sketchbook. Ooh. Unfortunately, there's no video of this, but let's see what we got here. It isn't quite to its goal yet. It's about 85-90% there at 11,670 out of a goal of 12,750 with 90 backers. I'm getting this. It's Rick Leonardi. I gotta have my Rick Leonardi.
Oh, it just went up.
Yep, it's up to 12,075. But there you go. This is from New Pain Productions, and there's not a whole lot of thing here. I mean, this is Rick Leonardi. I mean, either who he is, the co-creator for Spider-Man 2099 and Cloak and Dagger, having really good runs on Uncanny X-Men, Daredevil, and Nightwing. This is an original thing that he writes and draws. I believe it's co-written with I can't think of his name. But anyway, it just looks really clean, really sharp, well colored. Almost 20 years he's been working on this project.
Wow, that's insane.
It's researched and grounded in recent military history. It's about female fighter pilot, basically, and learning how to fly and compete in, war, basically. That's what I saw. The colors are by Niraj Mean and lettering by Pat Purcell. And this is, I guess this is all Rick. I thought he had a co-writer, but currently this was all by himself, which is fine. It's not like he hasn't written stuff before.
Right.
But this is a passion project that he's been working on for 2 decades. So, love to see it. And this is the imprint by Keith Champagne and comic book and television artist Tom Gwynn. So this is people, again, that know what they're doing. And 140 pages. How much does he want for this? The 80 for both pieces, both an 80-page graphic novel, 140-page graphic novel, and an 80-page sketchbook. You're getting 220 pages for $80. You can get a digital sketchbook for 15, a digital print or digital version of the comic for 25. The actual sketchbook by itself, just the page sketchbook is $30. That's reasonable price these days. If you want it signed, it's $40. Again, $50 for the Blue Angel by itself. Yeah, I think that's fair. You know. Yeah. And you can still get it on early bird pricing for $70 for both the books. So I would do that. And you can even get a remarked edition where he does a personal sketch drawing inside the book for $100. So that's not bad. Now, granted, the character will be Rick's choice, but it's Rick. I mean,
Right.
You're going to get something good. Mm-hmm. And then your retailer tier for $180, you get 4 copies of each. That's reasonable because you figure that's 8 divided into 180. That's like $25 each, and you're selling them in retail at $30 and $50. Yeah, you're gonna make your money. Mm-hmm. And then there's a remark for both, and signed remark for both. So you know, and then you can go for $200. You can get a digital of everything that they've released to date, which I didn't even know they had done a whole bunch of stuff, but they have.
Yeah, they have, absolutely.
So that's cool. You can get a Rick Leonardi head sketch. And that's a character of your choice, 9x12, drawn by Rick. Of course, that's none left, unfortunately. That people bought those real quick. And of course, same thing with the full figure drawing. 3. And I've actually got an original of one of my characters from Rick. And that's a good price. So, yeah, I mean, he had some good stuff in here. So, I'm probably going to get the $70 early bird pricing since there's still some left. How many days is this? 26 days ago. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that. Let me save that real quick so I can get that later tonight. That's what I'm going to definitely buy. I plan on buying it anyway because, like I said, it's Rick. But and there's your link to that. Are you a Leonardi guy like me?
I am a fan of the art. The story, not so much. This would be a pass for me. Just not my cup of tea, subject matter wise.
But you might get the sketchbook.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, for me, what are you doing, Rick? And I think part of this is also, I remember him telling me about this the last time I saw him a few years back. This is before COVID. He was doing, we both were at a convention, and that's where I got the piece of my character, Tina Blake. And he was telling me about this book.
Very cool.
So I think that's another reason why I'm like, yeah, I want to get this, because, I can tell it was something he really had a passion for.
Right.
And those are the kind of projects you want to back, in my opinion. This is something the creator really has a passion for, and not just doing it for a paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Saya Oom's Neo Wonderland graphic novel. And it has 29 days to go, which means it just started. As you can see, it's well past the goal.
Yeah, that thing got funded quick.
Yep. For those who don't know who Sia Oom is, she's done a lot of work for Aspen Studios. I believe she did some work on Witchblade for a while as well, but definitely the Aspen universe, Fathom, and other things like that. She had her own series called Lola XOXO as well, which was like about a female bounty hunter in the Wild West. And this is kind of an interesting. Well, let's see what Sia says.
I have many ideas. Like most of my fellow creators, I have ideas that I've always wanted to draw and write and just create these worlds that, that inspire me. And, sometimes I shelve some of the stuff that I create or, put it on hold for a while before I actually could come back to it and start really fleshing out the story. And so this story of Neil Wonderland has gone through so many iterations, so many titles, so many different things. But the one consistent thing that I had was the theme. And the theme of the story is a relationship between two brothers and their mother and their environment, which is cyberpunk, and it's kind of dystopian. The future is run by AI for the most part, and everybody's just kind of scraping by, and our two main characters, that's exactly how their story unfolds. They're a product of their environment, and anything goes in this world, and that's why I initially wanted to call this story Shangri-La.
Don't you just love watching this?
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing her work.
Our hero's journey begins when he leaves prison.
Hold on. You're seeing her work traditional and digital, both. And I just love seeing the craftsmanship and how she was showing how she uses the digital tech layout, and then she's peeling it off with the X-Acto blade there and some other stuff, and then you saw her doing other things. And how many left-handed artists do you see doing stuff as well?
Well, and then inking with a brush on top of that. That shit's just like voodoo to me, man. That and like playing the drums, it's magic.
That's actually Rockwell.
I thought it was a brush. It looked like it had some flex to it, like it was a brush.
Nope, that's actually a Rockwell.
Oh, okay.
But it's got the really long nib that she's using. But some of it, sometimes she's got a brush and sometimes she's got a nib. But either way, just really nice traditional work going.
Oh, yeah.
Our hero's journey begins when he leaves prison after being there for 10 years. And, he thinks the world is still the same, but little does he know that his family has now changed, and he has to go and look for his younger brother and rekindle their relationship. Little does he know that his younger brother has gotten in some shady business in the city, and our protagonist, Saint, has to basically pull him back from any kind of disaster that he decides he's going to go get himself into. So that's where our story begins, and then we have Aya and Pocky the cat, and they are also along for the journey. So please sit back and enjoy the ride.
I mean, that just looks cool to me.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
And of course, this will come out with Aspen Comics as a collaborator. It probably will get released eventually.
Yeah, Aspen Comics does like 1 book a year or 2 books a year if they're lucky. So
yeah, but I mean, this is why I would say go ahead and back it from her direct. But here's the campaign: 40 pages of story, and then 16 pages of behind the scenes. You get to see sketches, script, and original art. So you're talking about, probably about a 60-page book, a traditional comic book size. You can also get an ash can. This is, I think, well, you can still get it because it's the first 48 hours. So that's the first 2 days. And we got 1 day, 29 days to go. So I'm assuming you can still get it. Your deluxe digital is $10. the digital cover A, our regular cover A print, is $20. Seems, some people might think that's a little high. I don't. Not for a 60-page book. You're getting a digital download, plus you're getting other stuff with it. So you get a different cover, cover B, but I'm like, this is kind of cool. Here's a digital coloring. I think that's a little bit, it's certainly wild looking.
It is. It's very chaotic.
But it's meant to be.
Yeah. Dystopian cyberpunk. I can see that.
Yeah. There's a lot. You can tell she put a lot of layers into this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, some of it is like extra layers that wouldn't necessarily be there on the original art, like the game room and these are like, digital screens that are just like holograms floating in space. Whereas other things are more like lit up of the buildings. I think I wouldn't have done the lighting up of the buildings quite as luminous as the game room and the other stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that all the lights are equally bright, so they're competing with each other.
Yeah, that's about what I would say on that. That's a wild page. And it looks so much, if Mark Andrew Smith were here, he'd be like, yeah, that's when you drew the character for Martian Jones, riding the surfboard there, but cool stuff. You can tell, very, very reminiscent to my own Blake and Terror stuff. You can see they're coming on top of a building, and then they're gonna like break into the place and go in and steal some shit. So I love the cat. Cat's tossing back stuff. Hey, what are you taking my snatch?
You mentioned breaking in and stealing shit. That's one of my favorite quotes from Ant-Man. My days of breaking in places and stealing shit is done. So what do you want me to do? I want you to break into a place and steal some shit.
Yeah, right. I love, this is so crazy. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think, it kicks my ass compared to this cover, compared to what I did for Mark for Martian Jones. But damn. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. That's that stuff. Nope, that's that stuff. All right. Nope, there. I went in the wrong folder. Just a second. I'm gonna share something else real quick here. I just need to wait until it's open. There we go. You see this, like, where she's doing the surfing board there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna stop sharing that for a minute, and I'm gonna share something else.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's me doing a different character years ago. Isn't that kind of odd?
Very cool.
But anyway, so it's not like it's not the most original thing in the world, but yeah. That was from like, oh geez, I don't know how long ago now. Let me look real quick. That was from 2020, 5 years ago. So wow, I don't know if I've been that long. All right, but anyway, let's go back to the thing here. But yeah, I just think that's kind of cool. You know, again, not saying that she didn't kick my ass, she did. But you know, I've always felt like she's an amazing artist. You know,
and she is.
So yeah, I'm like, this is cool. And there's some of the interiors for the sketchbook as well. So again, your digital download, print copy is 20, cover B is 25. I actually prefer the cover for the main one rather than the B cover. Am I crazy?
No, not at all.
Okay. Cool C cover. D cover. If they're gonna be black and white, I'm kind of but you know, whatever, right?
Right. I don't know. I like a good black and white, so
I do too. I mean, I would either one of these black and whites for the covers, you know, color for that image. I don't know, but so I mean, let me go up here. I mean, that just feels kind of like you need the color there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for separation purposes, I can see that.
This one, okay, I can see it. You know, there's enough there going on. I mean, color would still be better again for separation of the figures because you got black on black for your tangents, but I can live with it. You know,
Right.
But this one, I mean, you kind of need it in color, but that's just my opinion. You got metal covers. I'm not into the metal thing. Are you?
No, I've never understood it.
Yeah, all the Pocky swag. You get a magnet and a T-shirt and hollow stickers and a keychain and all that cool stuff. And Pocky is the cat, by the way, for those who don't understand what's going on there. So yeah, I mean that's kind of cool. Of course, you get all the metal covers and all the covers combined, and then the shirt and everything for 360 for everything. $425 for a drawing commission. That's only a bust though, so yeah, I don't know. Or a $525 for a full 3/4 figure, full color, which is, you know, again, that's on a sketch cover. So, you know, it's not quite the same deal as what you were getting on some of the other ones that we were talking about when we were offering original art, but that's still not a bad.
No, not bad at all.
$500 for original art. That sounds more like it. Where you could actually get that page where he's eating nuggets and oh man, that's kind of funny. But I just love that page. But oof, $500 is a lot. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know, it's
Right.
certainly worth the price. I don't know if it'll let me open that page into a. Yes, it will. Okay, let me back out of that one for a minute and stop sharing that page for just a second, and let me share the a larger scale of that if I can. And I don't know if you'll let me. Okay, can you see the black and white well enough on this, or is it too small?
I mean, for what purpose?
Well, this is that page where all the colors were kind of like competing with each other.
Yes, I can tell. Yep.
And
See that?
and you can see where she had the different layers for the digital coloring for some of this stuff for glow. And, you know, it kind of works against the line art a little bit. She, you know, I mean, the stuff that she did for like the digital hollow screens isn't here. Like I said, it was something she added in a layer of
Right.
I mean, this looks much cleaner than the colored page.
It does, because it doesn't have all those glows competing with each other. That's why.
Yeah, and I kind of wish that she'd, you know, had kind of limited herself more on the color palettes on the glows, and left it just for the hollow screens,
right?
Rather than all the different buildings, because I think it would have just. Sorry, the monster wants up. but yeah, this is still you know, really good stuff overall. Hello, I'm here. Just want attention. But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead. I didn't put the list yet here. Let me go ahead and get that on the comments here for you folks. I mean, I'm please understand, we're not dissing Sia in any way when we make this commentary. It's just an observation, as me being an editor and Chris being a colorist.
Yeah, it's just an observation as comic professionals. That's all.
Yeah, we're not saying it sucks or anything like that. You know, it's there's many different ways to, you know, make your food.
Exactly.
But yeah, really cool stuff overall. So let me get that one out and back to the bottom. There we go. Yeah, I'm generally enjoying this thing. I like the picture of the promo art. Damn, that, I mean, it's certainly worth the 600. And I know John will be complaining because she's using all those dot matrices in the background.
Right. And to me, that looks like a homage to like maybe the Dirty Pair.
In a
little bit.
Yeah, I could see that. But I just love how Pocky is like on her back like a baby in a backpack around her.
Right. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's just cool, you know. I want to read this book just to see what's going on with that cat. Yeah, anything else. That cat just looks so freaking cool, you know. Oh man. Of course, there's the page where the digital, or not digital, but floating surfboard type thing again. Yeah, I mean, this is really good stuff. Mm-hmm. Another page. There's the cover art for $14.50. And if you like scout her artwork on like Comic Art Fans, she's usually selling this stuff at 2 and 3 times that price on Comic Art Fans. Right. So they're actually good prices overall. So yeah. And you can get t-shirts and hollow stickers and trading cards and mini prints and stuff like that as well. So for swag. Let's see, t-shirts $25. I would like to see a little bit closer up what the image of the black t-shirt is, but you know,
right.
Other than that, she's got her shipping costs in here for what tiers are and what she expects your, you know, fulfillments are, and they're going to be fulfilled by Rups Comics. And they fulfill all of Aspen Comics, some publishers' campaigns. They fulfilled Michael Turner Creatures, Ecos, Volumes 1 and Fathom the Core. So there you go. A lot of stuff there. And of course, C has worked for Marvel, DC, Aspen, Benitez Productions, Skybound Image, Ghost Machine, all kinds of different people. So certainly worth the possibility of doing that. And I'll probably just get cover A. And if there's, and if I could find out what the t-shirt looks like, maybe I would get the t-shirt as an add-on. But other than that, I'm interested. How about you?
Pretty, still not my cup of tea.
Okay, fair enough.
As far as story.
Yep. Understandable. Alrighty. We've got Sword of the War Monster. Monster Forge. Who is Monster Forge? We don't know yet. We're going to find out in a minute. Let's see what they got to tell us.
Monster Forge. We make monsters.
And I believe that was Ice-T.
Yes. Yeah. This is written by Jeff Marriott and co-written and drawn by Shannon Eric Denton. And I believe it's actually illustrated by David Hartman and written instead of illustrated by Shannon Eric Denton. Okay. Again, Shannon and Jeff, both good writers. David Hartman, good stuff as a general rule. The character kind of looks like a zombified version of Frankenstein, with the way they did the head band and things like that. But you can tell if you like Conan, Frankenstein, and Monty Python, then you're gonna love this. Yeah, that sounds. Jeff Johnson from Wonder Man. I don't care if you have to sell an organ. Don't miss this book. I mean your musical organ, not your physical organ. Sell that stupid. Sell grandma's organ. She doesn't need to play it anyway. She only pays.
Kidneys are worth about $250,000 each. So.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very bloody.
And it's 100 pages plus. $15 for the high-res PDF. The book as a hardcover or softcover graphic novel is $25. That's reasonable. You get it signed by the creators for $40. Is there a hardcover? Doesn't say so. Not yet, anyway. You can get collector trading cards for $42 as well. Okay. That's the Barbarian bundle. Yeah, okay. the Paladin bundle, you get multiple other books. You get the graphic novel, the 96-page Forge of Monsters softcover, and the 52 pages Atlantean softcover for $62. Okay, maybe I'll get that. That's actually a really good deal. Retailer packs, $62 for 5 copies, all autographed. That's a good price for retailers, I think. When you're talking about a $20, $25 a book, and you're getting 5 for $62, that's like 50% discount on each version plus your autograph, which means you can charge a little bit more than cover price when you have them in the store, if you want. That's not unreasonable. Okay. I'm liking the artwork as a whole.
Yeah, big fan.
Ranger bundle. You get the collector cards as well. I don't really. I mean,
You're not a card guy.
I am, and I'm not. I'm a card guy when I'm trying to sell mine. I don't have a place to put them. You know, that's the main thing. You know. There's an actual monster statue too. Okay.
Very cool.
So yeah, I mean, that's interesting. So I guess that's all of them. Yeah, that's the last one. But yeah, I mean, artwork's cartoony enough. At the same time, I don't know. I mean, is it? I wish I could tell you. I mean, you're showing me a lot of pages, but you're not telling me what the age group is, and yet you can tell with her there it's not really for younger audiences. But the artwork is so kid-like in a way.
It's probably teen up.
Yeah, it's teen up. Got some good stuff in here for pinups. Scott Koblich, Thomas Perkins, a few others. Scott Collins. So yeah, lots of good stuff. What's the stretch goals here? Join the Monster Club. Okay. Player character sheet for 11,000. If they reach 11,000, you get it. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Other things that they got. So cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the creators. I mean, look at this. I mean, Shannon worked on Commam, which was the action series with Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion. He's worked on numerous animation projects over the years. Jeff Marriott, of course, wrote for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 30 Days a Night, and CSI. He was a former editor-in-chief at IDW Publishing. So, again, somebody who knows what they're doing. David Hartman worked on Transformers Prime and Roughneck Starship Troopers. He's worked on album covers for Rob Zombie, other things like that. Of course, Kristen Denton, Shannon's wife, is really good designer work as well. Working on Jimmy Neutron, and she worked on Todd McFarlane's Spawn, and quite a few other things as well. So there's a lot of good teams. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably get the that 62 run. The not the retailer pack, the Paladin. Yeah, the Paladin one, possibly. But I got that one saved. So how about you? What are you thinking?
Oh, this is a must buy for me.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back, okay? So I'm gonna flip this over and let you talk for a few minutes.
Oh boy. So I'm going to take this time to talk about the classic spinner rack that David Kempetti and Glasshouse was doing a Kickstarter for. Let me just get this page up here. There we go. And so if you have ordered a spinner rack, or if you funded this campaign, you got a spinner rack, and it was faulty and was not put together right, or didn't go together right, they have fixed the problems. And David will be taking the responsibility to send everyone a new spinner rack. So they are making good on the manufacturer's mistake. And if you have not, if you did not fund this campaign, I believe you can still get this rack. They have them, and you can still order one of the racks. And these are designed to be able to take down and put up easily within minutes. And they come with a nice travel case. They're wide enough to fit any book you have. So, and plus it comes with a nice little marquee on top where you will get cool graphics like, buy comics now and just different stuff like that. So you can put your logos up there.
Whoops, sorry.
So it's a really, really cool.
You were trying to share. Let me share your. Nope, that's not right. Go ahead. There it is. The classic spinner rack. All right, let's. You were saying it was resolved, and of course, I will get that. Was that in private chat you sent me that, or no? That was the link you sent me on Facebook. Let me.
Yeah, message. Yep. And we're gonna see if David wants to come on and talk about this. But yeah, there was a manufacturing error. And some of the racks, or most of the racks, did not go together properly, so they have fixed that. And David is taking it upon himself to send everybody a new rack at his cost. So,
yeah, that's a bummer, because that was rather expensive to begin with.
Yes, it was. But David's the kind of guy, he's gonna make it right. So that's just how he is.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I'll get that shared here in a minute. There we go. And John just sent me a note. That's all for what he's sending me to review on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a bummer. There were 2 sets of orders. The first shipment was spinner racks only, and then the one with custom toppers and 3-wheel carry bags. And the first batch of orders, there was a lot of problems.
Yes.
Racks that scrapped the base and filled with books. Scraped the base and not scrapped. Okay, yes. Racks on which the top pockets wouldn't clear the toppers. Missing parts, significant damages from the manufacturer not packing orders well enough. Printed instructions that he had approved were missing. That's a lot of malfunctions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I need to ask, maybe you know, maybe you don't. I know David's paying to get this stuff replaced, but did the manufacturer make it right by him?
I'm not sure on that part. So,
I mean,
I would imagine the cost for David is reshipping or shipping everybody a new rack. I don't know if he had to pay again to fix the abundant mistakes on the manufacturer's part. So, but that's still a significant cost to ship everybody out a new rack. But like I said, that's the kind of guy David is. If there's a problem, he's going to make it right.
No, he's made it pretty clear who. Yeah. No, they were fighting the whole thing the whole way. It's all listed right there. They tried to blame a guy who supposedly was his contact, who left the company before shipping began conveniently. Now,
of course,
contact outright lied about certain things, and he was able to confront her and the boss. They shipped none of the replacement parts and did nothing for months to try and resolve these complaints. So he went over the new contact's head, and they will start from scratch. They'll return to my original specs and the prototype I approved and create a new prototype. And now they're manufacturing 100 new racks to match the approved new prototype. The manufacturer is paying to manufacture the racks. He's paying for shipping, which of course has skyrocketed since the first shipment because of you know who.
Yes.
But yeah, this is, oh man.
But it's still a nice spinner rack.
Yes, it's a very nice spinner rack, and I hope that yeah, I appreciate this.
I told David he should have just gone with the mini spinner racks first and then done the full size ones, because everybody wants the mini spinner racks for their desk or for their tables at the cons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, we should definitely have him talk more about that if he's willing to do so, and let people know. So I didn't realize it had gone that badly with the fulfillment. I knew he told me there had been problems, but like that.
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So definitely, do that. All right, and we are almost done for the night. We got one more to go, and it's not a Kickstarter, folks. It's a ZOOP.
Oh, okay, ZOOP.
It's a ZOOP. A mangaka, a kaiju, and a mega by Juan Ponce and Lore Noise. And you can get a digital copy for $6, a physical with the main cover for $10, physical with a Soul Eater variant cover for $12, PDF bundle with a bunch of different things, both physical editions of the cover, and then one with another volume again. And you can get a retailer exclusive for $25, $5 for $25, or you can do a tip jar. What is it about? Well, it's a story about a manga creator, a mangaka, Katsumi Minamoto, whose world is turned upside down when a meteor crashes near her Tokyo apartment. And it reveals itself to be a giant space kaiju hell-bent on killing. And it only intensifies when a skyscraper-sized superhero arrives. And she has to struggle not just to survive the fight between the two idiots, but try to save her loved ones as well. So it's basically sci-fi manga surrounded in horror. If you like Godzilla -1, or you like Alien, or you like Ultraman, you'll probably enjoy this. If you like kaiju battle comics, this is what you'll dig. And it is manga, so you read it from left to right, or right to left, rather, I should say. And it just, I don't know what character that's supposed to be, but it's like looking at like a bird head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
it's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, I just like the idea of, this character who's just a normal, everyday conflict trigger. Oh, I gotta save my family from this nut. And there's the monster and there's the superhero, I guess. I'm trying to think of what kind of bird that is.
It's very parrot-like.
Yeah, well, parrot, but I'm thinking like a parakeet. Maybe no.
Maybe macaw. I don't know. Something. I'm not sure.
No, there's a certain type of bird that has that kind of look
with the crest on its head. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. And Juan's worked on a few things that you may have seen. He did a 6-issue story arc for America Chavez from Marvel. If he did the digital stuff for Marvel Unlimited apps, he was in issue Marvel Voices issues 12 to 17. He did the 120-page graphic novel 33, and he did a backup short for Marvel's Scarlet Witch #9. And this is Leora Noyes, and she lives in Spain, and she was the editor for Neodemio, which is the anthology that won the Barcelona Awards, which is for the best zine category. She also does the webcomic Bubble DX and Friction Buffer and In the Quiet of the Night, which is probably the quiet of the night, not quite of the night. I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, she's a certain editor. She's been a children's illustrator and other things, and very talented creator. Stretch goals, options. So they're looking at 32 pages of material, and this only came out like 2 weeks ago. And they had a note yesterday saying, "Hey, we need your support. Let's do a quick thing." They only got 2 weeks left, so they're hoping to get more with only 25% of their.
Makes me wonder why they went with ZOOP. Because ZOOP is so less well known.
Yeah, I know. Because there's so few pieces that are live on ZOOP right now, there's like 1 or 2 other live campaigns on ZOOP for comics right now. Everything else is like forthcoming. And so you're not competing with it as much with other people. Whereas with you're on Kickstarter, I mean, I picked quite a few there, but there were hundreds I could have picked from.
Right.
So it's like you kind of get lost in the sea. Which is, as I was saying before, think about Will Robson stuff. I would have promoted that first issue if I'd seen it. It was just buried in amongst all the other stuff.
Right.
And whereas this, since there was only 1 or 2 things, I automatically saw it, So, but
that's if you know enough to look on ZOOP.
Right. Well, as you know, I promote all of them as much as I can.
Yes.
And someone's probably going to be asking, well, I haven't seen you do any Indiegogo's. The reason you haven't seen me do any Indiegogo's is because everything that I want to talk about on Indiegogo isn't out yet. It's forthcoming.
Right.
When they launch, I will talk about them. but they're not here yet. But when they're ready to launch, I'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm thinking $10 for a 32-page comic isn't bad.
No, it's not at all.
So I might get that, or again, I might do the retailer only deal and say, hey, I'll take one and you can have one, and then hey, special bundle of all the indie books. I think that might be kind of a cool thing to start doing, because so many. I try to get retailers to buy this stuff locally, and they just aren't interested.
Right.
And and yet they'll sit there and go, "Hey, did you buy your absolute ultimate garbage book today?"
Your barbarian Batman with a battle axe.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They told me to draw that, right? So I drew it. Nobody even noticed. Nobody cared. They were just buying my other stuff. They were buying, the cool sketch cards and the other things that I had for cheap. Not that, so like I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, there were people who always wanted things I didn't have, like, Isabella, sweetie, your dad came and you were trying to get. She was at work and she sent her father to come get stuff, and she was asking for everything I didn't have, like a black canary, a satana, huntress. Like, oh my gosh, I could have drawn. If I'd had space to draw, I didn't have any place to draw.
Right.
That particular setup. I would have done a sketch card for her that day, but but she's got my info, so if she really wants it, she can always commission me. So there's that. So anyway, but that's our last one, and let me quickly get the link on that for you folks up on the comments. There you go. I'm trying to get the thing back up to the top of the thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking get the physical cover probably. Let me save that real quick on my page so it's doing things right, so I can find it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, you're seeing it from the artist's, the character's point of view as she's trying to escape the kaiju battle, and so it's like, yeah, I mean, you're running away from the middle of a kaiju battle and you're falling out of a building or something. Yeah, pretty damn scary shit. But yeah.
Why do kaijus always have to destroy everything? Why can't they just like come to Earth or come out of the ocean and be like, you know what? I'm gonna play a nice game of chess.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you came from outer space and landed and you were like burning up and you landed in cold water, you'd probably feel pretty cranky too.
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty damn hard hit when you hit that water. Yeah. I don't think if you took a 30-foot belly flop into a pool that you come out and say, I want to play some chess now.
I'm not a chess guy. I'm a checkers guy. So.
You're just checkered. You got checkered past. Yeah. Anyway, that's our last book for the night, folks. As always, we thank you for watching. And let me get my silly computer to do what it's supposed to do. It wants to be fussy, as always.
Well, it is 95 years old, so.
It's not 95 years old. It might be 9.5 years old, though. Let's see. This is. All right, that's that. Now, tomorrow, I told you last night that we're going to have 3 different manga review nights this week because I missed last week. Yesterday was the Ghost in the Shell Human Algorithm. Tomorrow afternoon or evening will be Gunsmith Cat's Omnibus Book 2. And Friday, before our movie night, I will be beginning the reviews of Kaiju number 8 with Volume 1.
Very cool.
And then Thursday, we'll have our regular review night at 9 p.m. John's going to be joining us. He will be having Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday morning. He'll have, let me do a quick thing here. Zootopia and Moo Mesa, Cowboys of Moo Mesa. He was going to review Fantastic Four Gargoyles, but he didn't realize that there were different separate one-shots from both Marvel and Dynamite. And so he doesn't have the Marvel one. He has the Marvel, but doesn't have the one from Dynamite. He wants to get both before he reviews it. Fair enough. So he'll have Zootopia, TMNT, and Moo Mesa. Those three.
Okay.
And you will have Event Horizon.
Yep.
And
the Pale Knight.
And the Pale Knight, if we can make sure we have that last issue in time. And some other stuff as well, hopefully. And I don't know what all I'll be reviewing right now. I've got all last week's books to review and some other things. I just haven't had a chance to look even at what I got. So, but we'll have plenty to review on Thursday night as well. So that'll be Thursday. And then Friday night, our movie is Tales from the Crypt from 1972. So that'll be Halloween night, folks.
Random choice.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, aren't you glad I didn't make you have to watch both of them, though?
Well, for Friday night, we're doing a double feature for Bad Movie Night. So that's a lot of movies to watch.
I was going to say, you're doing a double feature for Bad Movie Night. You don't need a double feature for my show, too. Like, show too.
Right? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And are you expecting trick-or-treaters on Halloween?
No, we do not hand out candy.
That's not what I asked you. Are you expecting trick-or-treaters to come to your door whether you're giving anything out or not?
Oh, no. We don't have the lights on or anything, so. Okay. But there are plenty of people in the neighborhood that do it, so.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, last 2 years, people still came to the door.
Oh, okay.
Even though we did not have our lights on or show anything. And it was because they know the van that's in the driveway. And they remember me coming out and giving away the sketch cards.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
In past years. And they remember that's the guy with the big silver van. Yeah. Well, if I'm not out there at the end of the driveway giving them out, then I'm not giving them out.
Right.
And unfortunately, I didn't ask this year, but when you ask the people and they say, "Oh, we don't care if you even make them or not," well, then if you don't care, I'm not going to bust my butt for your kids. Not like that,
right? Right. Yeah, we have a lot. We have a couple trunk or treats.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with those? Yeah. So we have a couple of those, and that's where the majority of Halloween happens in this town, is at the trunk or treats.
Okay.
Huge events.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. They've gotten to the trunk or treats because they don't want people to go to the people's houses anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's a safety issue.
Yeah. If you want to call it that. I mean, I'm not saying nothing ever happened bad back when we were kids, because stuff did happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course you had the urban legends of like the razor blades and the apples and the poison candy and stuff, and none of that ever happened.
Oh no, some of it did, but not like, they blow it up a proportion on some of the things, but still. I mean, what I'm talking about is I guess people just are rude now,
Yeah, that too.
I don't know, but oh well, we'll do our thing on Friday. All right, folks. Thank you for watching as always, and we will see you tomorrow. Probably, I want to see around 5 or 6-ish for the manga review for Gunsmith Cats, and then after that it'll be Thursday and Friday regular schedule.
All right.
And so, if you have any questions or comments about the show or anything like that, contact me on Facebook at Lewis.BrightRaven, on the Twitter X Quandary thingy do at LewisBrightRaven2. You can see more of my artwork at deviantart.com/BrightRaven. If you want to see Chris's artwork, it's deviantart.com/FatBoy73. You've been watching Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven exclusively on YouTube. Email us at quothravenlbr72@gmail.com or lewisbrightraven@yahoo.com. If you want to reach out to Chris, it is ghthrowingstones@gmail.com. And do you have any information on the Throwing Stones podcast for this week?
We're still on break, so there
Okay.
will not be an episode this Saturday.
Okay. Just checking. And so there you go, folks. So if he's still on break, that means I can use him this weekend. Maybe if you're not playing games again.
Not till the 8th.
Okay, then maybe we can get some work done for season 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be nice. So all right. That's all for now then, folks. And I'm sorry, my keyboard's starting to get that space bar sticking.
Yep.
I can't stand that. But anyway, that's all for now then. So we will see you next time on Quoth the Raven. Nevermore.